So, Wuthering Waves actually asked for our opinion on how we felt about the 2.2 version. So, literally, I logged on to Wua and I saw like this survey. Most of the time, I'm really late on this, but now I'm like, it was posted like 20 minutes ago, so I want to go over this and give you guys my opinion and also, spark some debate if you feel different or give your opinion on how you feel about these things. So far, how would you rate your overall experience in Wuthering Waves version 2.2, Tangled Truth in Inverted Tower? I felt it was very, very good. Like, very satisfied. I rather not give very satisfied because then they think there's no room for improvement, which there always is. So I might give some very satisfied here and there, but I would say overall satisfied. World exploration. Okay, here's the thing. In Arena Sida, it's obviously very satisfied. Like the flying is the best traversal method in any open world game I've played. At least open world gacha games, right? But the fact that you can't fly yet in other regions does suck, because traversing in other regions besides Renacida now actually feels, at least for me, it feels worse than it did before, because now I know how easy it would be to fly. And I'm like, man, I have to walk there again. So I would say I'm not going to say neutral because that would be disingenuous to the flying, but I would say I'm overall satisfied. Definitely not very satisfied yet. Oh, bruh. Okay, resonator building. I'm going to say somewhat satisfied here because I want them to focus on this. I think there's a lot of improvement that could be made in resonator building and also the echoes. So I want them to focus on this. The combat for me is very satisfied. I love the combat, and the story is overall, I feel like it was very, very good. Environment visuals, I would say that's overall, I would say overall satisfied. UI design, don't really care, neutral. Resonator visuals, I mean, pretty peak. Events and challenges. If you gaze into the abyss of dreams, Raguna weather forecast. The weather forecast, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say neutral. It's okay. Not really worth my time, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. Music and sound effects. I feel like music is fucking dope in this game. Co-experience, I am not able to rate because I don't play co-op, like, at all. Performance optimizations, I would say that's also a point where I think they could definitely improve, because even for, like, my PC is not bad. It's not the greatest, but still, what does take a lot of, like, a toll on your PC. And also, I know about the 120 FPS. They're doing a good job, but if I'm rating it on 2.2, I would say I'm somewhat dissatisfied. Because I also want them to focus on the points that, like, stand out, right? What do you think of the amount of playable content in version 2.2? I thought, I feel like it was sufficient. Yeah, actually, like, you have the stories around 4 or 5 hours. Then you have some events, really nice. You have that new event with, like, no time limit. Very, very good event, by the way. Have I played the main quest? I've completed the quest, 100%. How satisfied are you with the main quest? I would say I am overall definitely satisfied. I'm very satisfied. I mean, I'm definitely in between these two. I don't want to say very satisfied, but I was really satisfied. So overall satisfied. I want them to, like, see that there's always room for improvement, right? How would you rate the following in the main quest, Chapter 2, Act 4, The Maiden, the Defier, and the Death Crier? Story content, plot, and world building. I thought the plot was actually very good. The world building actually was fucking dope. I love this. Character development, Yeah, it was definitely there. Was it the best? No, but I would say it's overall satisfied. Audio design, background music, fire. Visual presentation, animations, camera, atmosphere, lip sync. I like the camera angles in this game. Um, Animations are fire. Atmosphere, lip sync is actually very good. Readability, all the dialogues. I mean, it's either very satisfied or neutral. Like I don't really care, right? Like, how can you fuck up text? It's pretty hard, I think. Quest experience, quest flow, guidance, puzzles, combat experience. I would say it was definitely compared to what slop I am, or the yep that I'm normally like. Funny, by the way. Normally, I hear a lot of yep, and in this story, it was a lot less. Very good. Why is it satisfying? Okay, let me see. A fresh hint was introduced, building excitement for what's to come. Not really. The ensemble narrative is well executed, highlighting the charm of each character. I mean, Rover played a significant role in the story. He always does. So, nah, not really. The voice acting fits the characters well and sounds engaging. No. The narrative blends well with the lore and adds depth to the in-game world. I agree. Please specify. I mean, Cartathea is a pretty big character uh, in Renacida, and the fact that you didn't know anything about her. Okay, let me actually see. Cartathea, I hope I spell her name right, is a very important character. Character in Vua, in Renacida, I should say. And knowing more about her background as a character felt really nice and adds a lot of depth to her character. Good job, girl. Okay. The ratio of exploration to dialogue during the quest is 100%. 100%. Not a lot of yep. Dialogue felt useful instead of overdone, which is very good. The gravity switching mechanic, not really. It was cool, but not really. The quest beautifully showcased the scenery, 100%. Pure cinema. The earlier foreshadowing was not really care. The characters' performance are captivating. I mean, at the end, of course, with Cartathea, but before that, not really. The background music during the quest is enjoyable. I agree, not really anything needed. The design of Fleur-de-Lis's boss fight is creative and engaging, 100%. The characters are expressive and animated. Yes, but it doesn't make it like that more satisfying for me. To be honest, I mean, it kind of does. Actually, yeah, it does. The fact that they don't have like 2 or 3 poses, but actually have like more than 5, is it adds a bit of depth to the story, and it makes it a little bit more engaging. The story dialogue flows smoothly and is easy to follow. I would say, yeah, but they could. No, I mean, for me, this doesn't make it that much satisfying. Like, they could make it even more smoother. But it was a lot smoother than it in previous ones, I find personally. The ability to switch roles attribute during boss fights is unique. Not really. It was fine, but oh well. The cutscenes and performances are captivating, 100%. Cartathea Cinema. Okay. How satisfied am I with Fleur-de-Lis? Simple. Did you know that after completing the main quest, Cartathea appears? I saw this in a video, so before that I didn't know it. Now I do know it. How satisfied are you with this feature? Either unable to rate or neutral. I mean neutral. I don't care. I'm gonna be real. Why is this feature not satisfactory? Don't really care too much about this feature. Not bad or anything. Just not for me. Simple, I think. How satisfied am I with the Door of Unity? I mean, it was pretty cool. Yeah. Which of the following for Cantarella did you find most prominent? To be honest, I haven't even played her, but the when she does like the heavy attack, I believe is that a coordinated attack? I hope so. DPS, no. Control, no. Damage buffs, no. I think the coordinated attack. I love that when she goes into like the heavy state. She like swims around. I like that. I think the coordinated attack is the thing that I like the most about her. In actual gameplay, what is Cantarella's primary role in your team? I haven't acquired her, so I'm not gonna go into this too deeply. How interested are you in acquiring multi-role resonators? Support, survival, and healing DPS like Cantarella or Brand. Personally, like, I mean, I'm not really sure. Because I also love like main DPS type shit when you just have two supporting roles and then one who does all the damage. I also like that. Sure, quick swap is fine. It's cool, but it's between these two. I would say not sure. In the past 6 months, have you? Wait, what is? Huh? Have you two convened? Any past resonators? Have you two convened? This is probably not good English, or I am just bad at reading English, but it's whatever. Camellia, no. Version 2.2 Shorekeeper. No. Version 2.1 Changli, no. In the past 6 months, have you two convened any past weapon? No. Wait, did it say brand? No, right? Because I did summon for brand. If it said that, that's my bad. I believe it didn't, but could be my fault. Assume we release a set number of Resonator outfits yearly. How often would you like us to release paid outfits? Okay, we're talking about paid outfits right now. Okay. So, I would say, like, I don't really care because I'm just not gonna spend, probably. But, like, why not as much skins as possible, right? Like, sure. If you get less, they could definitely add more quality to each design. I would say at moderate intervals. With 2 outfits to a version. Oh, that would be great. That would be fine. Based on your experience in the game so far, do you have any additional feedback or suggestions? I think work on having... I don't know why my thing is tripping out, but it's whatever. Work on having flying in every region or find a solution to traversal outside Rinascita without flying. That still feels satisfactory. Also, work on the ecosystem, especially the substat department. In 2.3, you are implementing a main stat selector, but we would also in the future like, bro, what the fuck is going on, by the way? I don't know why it's tripping like this. We would also in the future like a substat selector or something that can upgrade a certain percentage in the substat, right? At least that's how I feel. Like for me personally, I can't give any feedback on the tuners because I don't have that problem yet. But if you guys have that problem, please leave them in this part or in any other part, because it does matter, right? Like, my experience is definitely different from people who have been playing this game hardcore for a very long time. So just be honest to what you feel about the game. And I mean, eventually, hopefully, they're gonna go with what the global majority of the players want, right? Do I have anything more to add? Not really. I think this is fine. So yeah, that's the version 2.2 player satisfaction survey. This is how I feel about the 2.2 not live stream, but the 2.2 update. And yeah, let me know if you guys agree, disagree. You can also just fill this in yourself, so Wua also knows, or Kuro knows, what you feel about 2.2, and also how you want this to go, what you want in the future. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.